Welcome to Storybook Michelle. Today's story is The Little Mermaid. Deep beneath the ocean, where the water's emerald blue, lived the Sea King, a merman, and all his subjects. He lived with his daughters, the sea princesses, in a beautiful castle made of coral, shells, and pearls. The youngest mermaid was much quieter than her sisters and longed for the world above the waves. She could often be found gazing at a statue of a man that had fallen to the sea floor from a wreck, or at the water's surface sitting on a rock to watch the great ships pass by. One night, a large ship with 3 masts lay on the water. There was music and song on board, and as night fell, lanterns were lit. The little mermaid swam closer to get a better look at the people on board. Inside was a young prince. He was having a birthday party. But all of a sudden, a raging storm was upon them. The ship groaned and creaked as the waves broke over the deck. Everyone was in grave danger. The little mermaid saw the prince slip into the water, rising and falling with the waves. She reached him and dragged him to the surface. The little mermaid swam through the night to find land and found a bay near a castle. She pushed the prince onto the warm, dry sand. Suddenly, a princess appeared from the castle and hurried towards the prince. The little mermaid hid behind some rocks and watched from the water as the princess helped the prince back to her father's castle to get better. They soon fell in love, although the prince couldn't help but wonder who had saved him that night. One day soon after, a great party was held at the king's palace. Everyone was dancing and singing, all apart from the little mermaid. She was longing to see her prince again. The little mermaid left to find the old sea witch, who smiled nastily when she asked for her legs to replace her tail. Drink this magic potion and your wish will be granted. But if the prince marries anyone else, you must return to the sea and become foam on the waves. And as payment, you'll lose your voice, she added, with an evil cackling laugh. The little mermaid agreed, as she loved the prince so desperately. She swam to the shore and drank the potion. At once, her tail became 2 legs. The little mermaid tried to find the prince, but found it very hard to walk. After a while, the little mermaid sat down to rest and soon fell fast asleep. When she awoke, the prince was there. "Don't worry, I'll take care of you," he said. But the little mermaid couldn't reply. They spent lots of time together, and the little mermaid fell even more in love. She liked to listen to the prince talk, even though she couldn't reply. But he was engaged to be married to the princess, who had found him on the shore. On the day of the prince's wedding, the little mermaid was very sad indeed. She left the ceremony to return to the sea. But she did not turn to foam as the witch had said. Instead, she found herself being lifted out of the water by beautiful spirits. "Don't be sad. Come with us," they cried. "We fly around the world to do good deeds." And so the little mermaid rose up to join them and was happy at long last. The end.